Hi there, this is Save with Crypto. Okay, I hope you're having a chilled Saturday and not worrying too much about prices and things like that. Okay, so today I was just going to show you how to do something. Now, the other day you might have seen me move some LKMEX from my Maiar app to the DeFi wallet, which worked fine. Now, if I'm to log into the 2K challenge account using the DeFi wallet, you'll see that the LKMEX, it was this 10,000 LKMEX that I put there just to prove it could be done, just sent between different accounts sort of thing. And I wanted to move this out. I wanted to move it back where it came from. And to do this, I couldn't totally see how to do it. I just wanted to do it to make it look a bit neater because it's showing an extra $2.98 worth of LKMEX that shouldn't really be there. So I was thinking, how do I send that? And I was looking at the DeFi wallet and I was thinking, how do I do that? And I found out eventually. I mean, a lot of you probably know already, but all you need to do is click this down here. And then you've got tokens, so you've got MEX and RIDE there. Now you go to Meta ESDTs. And here you have the LKMEX, and there it is. And you click the arrow there, and I'm just going to get the address that I'm going to send it to. So to do that, I've just emailed it to myself. I'm going to put the address in there. And I'm going to send all that 10,000 locked MEX back to myself. The fee is 4 cents, which is slightly more than it was sending it the other way. And let's send that. All right, confirm. Okay, so that's gone. Let me just check on my phone. Okay, transaction confirmed. Okay, so I can't quite see that on my phone yet. So maybe if I just log into that account, so if I just disconnect there, connect back in to the larger account. Okay, so that's logged in now. So if I go to my account, I should be able to see that. Yeah, and there it is. Okay, so that is how you send locked MEX between accounts. So now you know both ways. Now, I did mention this the other day, the SwissBorg annual meeting up in Lausanne, Switzerland. And I've decided to go, actually. I got my ticket and I've booked a hotel. Now, I think this is only for premium members of SwissBorg. I'm one of the Genesis Premium. And then you've got Community Premium below that. And I think there's a new tier now, like a Community Premium Plus or something like that. And I think that's how you get invited to the live events. In any case, I'm going to go on Tuesday, February the 15th. Quite looking forward to it. It's a few hours drive from here, but I booked a hotel nearby and it's going to be cool. So really looking forward to that and looking forward to reporting back from there. Now, the other day I did this video here, which you can see if you click the link in the top right hand corner now. This video was talking about various things, but one of the things we were talking about was this section here in Elrond Explorer where you look at your ESDT tokens and these numbers weren't quite matching up, the locked LP staked and all that kind of thing. And I didn't know the reason why. Luckily, James K, I've pinned his comment, he explained the reason. It's all to do with the multipliers and stuff in the farms and stuff, but you can read his comment there if you need to know. I believe somebody called Andu was interested in that as well. So as I say, I've pinned it at the top of that video anyway, so you can take a look. So thank you very much for that. Also, thank you very much for everybody who has subscribed. I do indeed actually have 5,000 subscribers now, which is amazing. I didn't really think that would ever happen, really. But yeah, fantastic. Some people were saying, why don't I do a giveaway? Yeah, I can do. I'm trying to think of a way that would benefit the channel as well. So obviously the one thing I want is more subscribers. So if anyone can think of a clever way how I could do a giveaway that would also encourage people to, well, basically tell their friends. Yeah, we can have some sort of little competition or something like that, and I can give away something. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, if you've got any ideas, stick them in the comments and let me know. Okay, so while I was in the Elrond Explorer, I was looking at tokens up here. I hadn't seen this before. I mean, look at all this. You've got like, wrapped eGold, RIDE, MEX, USDC, Isengard. And then you've got ones I've never heard of, like Beskar. I've heard of QWAP, Aerovec, don't know what that is, Plata, and then all these kind of things. And I was quite surprised looking in this. For example, like EGLD Ride, that's the LP token obtained by adding liquidity. And then this column here is the holders. So does that really mean that there's only 718 holders of EGLD Ride LP tokens? I find that incredible. In fact, to be honest, EGLD holders, 2,805. Is that all? I mean, if that is the case, it really just surprised me how early we are, really, which is a sentence you keep seeing everywhere. We're early. This just makes me think that this is the real infancy of this DEX, and it's going to be massive. I'm sure it is. It's going to be huge. There is, of course, a possibility I could have got that wrong, but I'm not sure, But if anyone can shed any light on this, I'd be interested to know. Anyway, just to comment on a few comments, Marius Lapusan said, can you please tell me in which video do you explain why compounding later is better than earlier? I'll try and find that, and if I can find it, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner now. But essentially, it was something that the designer of this calculator, R.S. Hildebrandt, said. He said here, harvesting too late is better than too early. I mean, the problem is if you harvest too early, then the profits you make eat into the fees that you're paying. And then if you harvest too late, you basically miss out on some of the gains you might get over time. I believe what it is that actual point, there is some mathematical reason why, if you get it slightly too early, it's much worse than getting it slightly too late. So I don't totally understand the formula for this. I mean, the formula is here. You can see that in the spreadsheet. And this spreadsheet is linked to in the description. If you want your own copy, just go File, Make a Copy, and you can get your own copy. Then, rearrange it or customize it as you wish. So please go ahead and do that. Andy Garibaldinos said, I don't think there's anything wrong with harvesting early. I believe the optimal calculator looks at the interest, the extra $10 would give you over a 12-month period. It actually doesn't, It's not to do with that. It's to do with not eating into your fees. As I say, I don't totally understand the formula myself, but I believe R.S. Hildebrandt got it right. So it seems about right to me anyway. Nico V-Dub said, farmed LKMEX wouldn't earn any interest until it's harvested and staked in the LKD. Oh, he means locked MEX. Okay, until it's harvested and staked in the locked MEX farm. So ideally you should harvest any farmed locked MEX and stake it in the locked MEX farm as soon as possible to take advantage of the compounding interest, providing you have enough eGold for fees. Okay, well I think that's generally what we're doing anyway. But as I say, I would use the calculator to try and work out the best time, because I don't think doing it as early as possible is the best move. That said, if you've got a very small amount, then that amount is usually less than $10. So when you do get to $10, it is worth doing. Gordy says, enjoying your updates, mate. We just keep accumulating locked MEX, and I've no doubt it will 10x at least in the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will as well. Mr. Cinnamon says, I don't think the calculator is good because we're looking at the amount of LKMEX, not the dollar value. That being said, if the price goes down and you use the calculator, you will harvest more LKMEX. With the price is going up, you'll harvest less LKMEX using the calculator. It does change slightly, but it just gives you a pretty good idea. It gives you it's not exact, is it? Because obviously everything's changing all the time. So, for example, let's just show you with this 2K challenge account. So we've got this earned MEX here. This is where we're putting the earnings from the farms down here. We're putting them into the earn MEX farm here. So far that's earned 22,617 MEX, which is worth about $6.75. Now, you can only harvest when we're at $10. So the question is, when can we do a reinvest? Now, to do this, we're going to use 149 for both percentages. So I'll just show you that. So we're going to put for 149 for withdraw and 149 for stake. Okay. We're going to set the fee for about 12 cents because I think that's all it costs to do a reinvest. And the principal amount is 100 and, let's call it 169 bucks. So 169. So the answer there is the optimum harvest would be $4.50, but we can't do $4.50, so it's going to be $10. So that's what we'll do. That's a good example of if you're using a small amount, then yeah, sure, it is about every $10. But obviously once this figure gets larger, for example, that was 10 times that amount, then you'd be talking like $14.24, which you would achieve in 50 hours. And then if you'd have gone like 100 times that amount, you'd be looking at $45. Now this is when you start to see that if you had a really large amount and you were harvesting every $10, it would be about every 4 hours. You'd be paying this 12-cent fee then. So there is obviously a point where there is the optimum amount. And that's what this calculator's all about, you see. That's what it's for. I mean, if you don't think it's correct, then don't use it. You don't have to use it, but that's what I'm using. And of course, none of this is financial advice anyway. For the price of EGLD, I mean, yeah, we saw that kind of little double bottom there, that one there, but that didn't really sort of play out particularly well because they normally blast off quite well. So what I'm seeing now is this trend line here. Now, to me, this is climbing a little bit slowly than I would like it to. So I think what probably might happen here is everyone's predicting Bitcoin might dump down to sort of like, 30k or something like that. If that was to happen, then what would probably happen here was this would probably break that trend line, and that this might well come down again, to these kind of levels like 115, 110, that kind of thing. But if that happened, then I would then be looking at a bigger double bottom like that, and then a blast off up there. But, I haven't got a crystal ball. Nobody has. And also it's the weekend as well, so, things are going to be a bit weird. I mean, everything's looking a little bit green today. There's only a few things looking red. A lot of the stuff like Crypto.com, SwissBorg, Matic, they're all looking pretty good. So maybe things are on the turn. I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it there for today, and thank you very much for watching. Sorry it was a bit disjointed today, but that's how it is sometimes. Okay, enjoy your weekend anyway. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, click dislike twice. Leave a nice comment. Make sure you subscribe, tick the notification bell, and above all, tell your friends.